Hey, what up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Knicks Cave. Let's get right into it. The Knicks came out and they knew they wanted to do what they had to do. They knew they had to win this game, and that's what they did. They won this game. Yep, LA Clippers. We still on our West Coast trip, and it ain't looking bad so far. We 3-2. We got one more game against the Lakers, and if we beat the Lakers, my prediction would come true. When I said we would go, I actually said 6-2 because I was thinking about I meant to say 4-2. But either way, we got the victory. We're on our way. Well, actually, we ain't even got to leave. We're just going to go back to our hotels, get a little rest, come back to the gym late, 12 o'clock. They probably at the gym right now. You know how the Knicks been doing lately, getting in them late night shoot-arounds. So we just beat the Clippers in their home court, and we got the Lakers. And I don't know, we got AD and AD. That's Anthony Davis and Andre Drummond. They put in two big dudes. I don't know if we're gonna have the bodies to really deal with both of them, especially if they play at the same time. But the thing I really like is because we're gonna be at the same court, the same stadium. And I mean, we're gonna be used to their rims. And as you look at the stats, the Knicks was doing pretty good, especially from downtown. We are one of the better shooting teams in the NBA, but the Clippers happens to be the #1 shooting three-point team in the NBA. And when I get to them stats, you ain't gonna believe it. But let's just get back into this game. This was a game that we needed, you know, especially with Boston, Atlanta, and Miami. All three teams is right at our heels, nipping at the #4 position. Boston lost tonight. It was a good loss, but being that they was playing Miami, I don't know how to feel about it because it put Miami one game closer. Matter of fact, a game and a half a game to be correct, behind the New York Knicks for the #4 spot in the East. The Knicks is #4, Atlanta #5, Miami 6, and Boston 7. Boston is 2.5 games behind us right now with that loss. Matter of fact, their next game is against Miami again. So, in a way, I'm rooting for Miami to win. But then I'm like, no, I think I will go more for Boston to win that game because Boston is behind us by a couple of games. Miami is a half a game behind us. So I'm actually rooting for Boston in that game, even though I said in my last video I do not like Boston and nothing about Boston. But right now, it's all about the standings, and I'm going to go with the standings. Atlanta, I meant to check their stats and see who they play. I was really busy thinking about Boston because to me, Boston really is a greater threat than Atlanta. And that could be something to come bite me on my ass later on for downplaying the team. But Boston, who they play Miami, as I just said, the Cavs, the Wolves, and then they end the season against us. Actually, we got a 1-1 game. We beat them once, they beat us once, so this would be a tie-breaking game at the end of the season. So that game will have great implications, depending on how Boston finish out their season, depending on how the Knicks finish out our season. And the Atlanta Hawks and Miami Heat. So it's gonna be a tight race. But if the Knicks win one more game, we can fall no lower than the 6th spot. That means we're guaranteed to be inside that bubble, not outside playing one of them lower teams. But like I said, I was hoping for 3rd place. It don't look like we're gonna make 3rd place, but I just hope we stay pat at #4, especially, you know, the teams that's coming up. As I said before, we have the Lakers Tuesday, then we have the Spurs, then Hornets, and then we finish the season against Boston. And actually, we have a tougher schedule than Boston, and I think Atlanta Hawks. But we'll see how it play out. I'm gonna hit you with the stats, and then, you know, I'm gonna get up out of here. It's a little late. Derrick Rose, what can I say? Since Derrick Rose joined his team, he been looking like Derrick Rose of old. Everything missing except that dunk, you know what I'm saying? For the last 11 games, he's averaging 18 points per game. Tonight, he scored 26 points, snatching 6 rebounds, adding 8 assists, went 11 for 17 from the field. Also, dropping 2 dimes from downtown, going 1 for 1 from the free throw, no blocks, 1 steal, 4 turnovers, and he played 32 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna hit you with a little video clip of Derrick Rose later on down the line, but like I said, let's get right into this video and just celebrate this win, because as I said in a couple of videos before, the Knicks is gonna be a sleeper team, and we're not going out there in the first round of playoffs. And I keep telling you, I want the Brooklyn Nets, so I see we meet them in round 2 of the playoffs if they get out of the first round, because I really don't have faith in the Brooklyn Nets. And I keep saying, yeah, I'm from Brooklyn, but New York Knicks is my #1 team, and it should be your #1 team if you live in New York as well. Brooklyn Nets can be our #2 team. If the Knicks don't make it, then we root for the Brooklyn. That's how I go. Well, to me. Barrett, he added 18 points, sluggish night, 7 rebounds, 4 assists. He shot 7 for 18 from the field, but he added 4 3-pointers. He didn't make it to the free throw line. I don't know how. He was driving. He just wasn't getting any calls. Y'all know how I feel about the referees in my team, so I'm not even going to dwell into that. No steals, 4 turnovers, and he played 45 minutes. Actually, I just hit you with stats from Randall. Go back a second. He had 1 block, 2 steals, 1 turnover in 45 minutes. Randall, he didn't have a great game in the beginning of the game. His first half, he was missing. That's what I'm saying. They was double and triple and quadruple teaming Randall. And when he got the ball out, it was somebody there to get the steal. He was forcing it, let's be honest. But he had 14 points, doing another double-double. He had 14 rebounds, 5 assists. He shot 7 from 19 from the field, 0 from 4 from downtown. Now, something is wrong when Randall don't even go to the free throw line. But nope, he didn't make an appearance not one time. He had no blocks, no steals, and his usual average at 4 turnovers, and he played 38 minutes. The hero of the game, other than Rose, was Bullock. You know what I'm saying? You hear me giving him and my man Alec Burks a lot of praise, but today he really earned it. He stepped on the court. He made 5 3-pointers on 12 attempts. He had 24 points, 4 rebounds, and he added 3 assists. Usually, he don't have assists because we didn't get him for that. We got him for his shooting, but he had an all-around great game today. He had 3 for 3 from the free throw line, 1 block, 2 steals, 1 turnover, and he played 46 minutes. I mean, the Knicks came into this game after losing 2 straight, and we wouldn't be denied. We had to get this win. You know what I'm saying? We got 1 more game on the road, then our next 3 games is at home. We are one of the teams with a better home record than the road record. So once we get home, I see us going, I'm going to be honest, 2-1. I mean, it would be great to go 3 out and just finish the season on a 3-1. But I want to lose just to keep a bad taste in the mouth when the playoffs start, so that they don't get overconfident thinking that it's going to be easy. That's why I really don't fret them losses, as long as they don't pile up. I mean, we can get 5 wins, 1 loss, I'll take it. Come back out 2 wins, 1 loss, I'll take it. 3 wins, 1 loss, I'll take it. It keeps the team humble. All right, so with that being said, Clippers is what the #3 best record in the league, in the West, and they're actually the #1 shooting 3-point team in the league. The Knicks held them down to 34%. So you got to give the Knicks credit. Their defense, we're not #1, but we #1 in most categories, but we round out to #4 defense in the league. Kawhi Leonard, he had 29 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, but he went 9 for 26 from the field. He had to put up 26 shots, but he got most of them points from the free throw line. He also added 4 3-pointers. He had no blocks, 1 steal, 1 turnovers, and he played 36 minutes. His Robin, we all know as Paul George, he chipped in 18 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists. He shot 8 from 20. Look at that Knicks defense. He hit 2 3-pointers, no free throws, no blocks, no steals, and 2 turnovers, and he played 41 minutes. Nick Batum. I don't really know why Nick Batum is still in the league, because this game, he got a real slow game. But you can say smooth. His defense, I guess, ever since the incident in New York a few years ago when a policeman broke his leg, you know, so I'm not gonna get into it, but it was all over some race bullshit, you know what I'm saying? But it really slowed him down, because he was a good player back in Portland. But after that incident, his game really slowed down. But I don't know how he's still in the league, but he be hitting shots. His defense, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to start watching his and following his career more. But he chipped in 13 points. He had 3 rebounds, 3 assists. He shot 5 from 8 from the field. He went 3 for 6 from downtown. No free throws, no blocks. He had 1 steal and no turnovers, and he played 28 minutes. My boy Reggie Jackson, I like Reggie Jackson too. At one time I wanted him to be on the Knicks. He had 12 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. And trust me, he would be an upgrade over Elfrid Payton. He went 2 for 5 from downtown, adding 2 more points on from free throw line. He had no blocks, 1 steal, no turnovers. I mean, actually 2 turnovers, and he played, 32 minutes. Like I said, it was a good game, a game the Knicks needed to build our confidence back up after them 2 losses. And like Derrick Rose said, you know, they play as a team. And once he played them in preseason, because he was asked about joining the Knicks, and he was like, we played them twice in preseason, and from them 2 games, he wanted to be a part of the Knicks. He didn't think it would work out. I don't know. That could be all talk for, you know, television and everything, being that he's on the team right now. But we have to face it. Derrick Rose been great. You know what I'm saying? Derrick Rose came out, in the first half, he shot 9 from 10. The first quarter, he didn't miss a basket. I don't know. He's just doing what we need him to do, especially with Burks and Quickly being out. And I really would like to get a chance to see my boy Luka Valdoza play, just to see what he got before the playoffs start. But I don't know if that's gonna be possible. But the Knicks is 38-30. We 8 games over 500. 8 games over 500. Yup, you heard me. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? We had all y'all haters and doubters in the beginning of the season. We only got like 5 games, actually 4 games left in the season. And I'm still hearing bullshit in some little corners, but mostly a lot of y'all haters is quiet, and I like that. And with that being said, I want y'all to stay safe, stay healthy, God bless, and peace.